Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.2 preview playthrough as the Pentastar Alignment. In the last episode, we finally returned our attention a little bit to Warlord Zinj, who does still have Contruum down here. But we have connected the galaxy from north to south. We have a good chunk of hut space, and we are going to probably take some Hapan stuff over now that we've got some of these areas open. There is this fleet that we were just building, these guys from Kuat and Karita. So I'm going to pop them over there. And we did also want to take out some of the Raider Maldruid stuff in the core. So we don't have much money, but we needed some infantry on the southern part as well. Where did I build a barracks? I think I had some barracks here. So we're going to get some enforcers. Did I say CSA? We're not the CSA. But the CSA is attacking us. So I think we're going to leave Thanos over there. I'd rather leave that up until we have at least these planets dealt with. Thank you, Silver Defender, for subscribing for 13 months. Lucky 1313 on your streak. Thank you. Unlucky. We probably should take out Contruum. That is 151. We have 252. We have it scouted out. Do we have a good idea of what's on the ground? Yes, this is that map. Do we have much infantry with these guys? We do. Okay, that should be a win there. We'll see what the CSA has to say. And then we'll pop these guys down to the Transitory Mists. We can take Charubah from the Ariado Authority. Oh, look, they stopped. They took that one. And they took Hapes right after. Okay. What do they have in here, then? And have they made it to Telos? No. Are they going to make it to Telos? Who knows? We'll see if we can defend Telos again. Tactical battle imminent. They got a Praetor out here. The Praetor production is very cut off. I don't think they'd have to, because I think that would be a stack. Yeah. Alright. Balance Pass. Helion's Pride. Star-Lord. Ooh, you don't want to be hit by that. Rise of the Federation. Fighter Torpedo Sphere. Fighter Blob. Jackson. Endar's Revenge. All under heaven. Go Independent Testers. Revenge. So more Revenge, all in the one fleet. Not a Star Destroyer. Then let's start that off. Doorknocker. Queen Amidala's Revenge. This is just the Revenge fleet. If I were First Journal, you've chosen Death. Bird's Rule, and don't want to die like this. Alright, now Heavy Bombers. Do what you've been doing in the community challenge for us.
Star Destroyer standing by. Ready for orders. Bombers at the ready.
It's going to be a lot there. So I'm going to start giving them their separate orders now.
Holding fire for maximum effect. Your orders. Yes, Commander.
Shields are down. Or, well, not quite, but shields are going to be down. You guys can take that cluster. You powered weapons on... Oh, these ones.
Ready to receive orders. Target the lasers. Hit the ion cannon banks. Attack.
And I'm going to go for the engines as well, just in case.
Those laser banks are the primary target.
We should be able to hold on here.
Open fire on those laser cannons. This is the captain. Orders, sir.
Alright. There it is.
Your orders, sir.
Now stop on that.
Weapons online. Affirmative.
Alright, yeah, I don't think it'll have enough damage to break through the Secutor entirely at this point.
Target priority is the laser cannon. Heavy victory standing by. Attacking.
Stood up to the brunt of it pretty well.
Reporting.
And yeah, we've killed most of the turbo lasers.
Roger that. Target the lasers.
You'd have to get through like half of the hard points still. Get the engines, and let's get our bombers
Setting up.
over to the goal and now. Fighters get through there.
Commander here.
There we go. Now let's kill that vigil. Itty bitty vigil. Just sitting in there.
Reporting.
This is the
Closing
captain.
on target.
Alright.
Launch full volley.
Another day, another Praetor.
In your command.
Sucks to suck, Ariado.
Star cruiser here. Intercepting.
Standing by. Adjust and fire.
I copy. Those laser banks are the primary
Yep,
target.
and now they are retreating.
Heavy victory.
Good for them. It's nice to have a hobby, and Ariado's hobby seems to be retreating lately. We can probably go check out what the Transitory Mists have. I'm not sure if it would have been the same force that went each way, but
Planetary control achieved.
we at least don't have to fight like a hypervelocity gun there like we might on Charubah. So it's better for scouting at least.
Battle imminent.
We're getting into Charubah, or into Contruum. We'll have stuff on either side of the Habans. We should be ready for their own preview playthrough soon enough.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright. Akit. Atrocitus.
IPV reporting. Location confirmed.
Okay, let's try to protect with the
On our way.
anti-fighter. Take advantage of the Praetor ions as much as possible. And I won't throw in an interdictor.
All ahead. Engines to full.
Why am I bringing best? Do people not like Munificence anymore? They have cool damage.
Cannons are our primary target.
Intercepting.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Go after the
I don't understand the question.
Turbo releases.
attack. They're coming in quick.
Your command.
Reporting.
Enemy craft.
Bombs away. Star cruiser standing by.
I should just plop her on a planet and use her for economic stuff.
Cruiser standing by.
But I like Munificence. But not enough to get the 10 influence. Well, no, let's be clear on that. It doesn't follow the Republic.
Reporting. Bombs deployed. They're hitting us.
Commander.
Where'd he go?
The lasers are our
Dreadnought cruiser ready. Fire for effect. Fire for maximum effect. Awaiting your command.
Starry-eyed.
Standing by.
They do have an HV gun here.
Fire.
reporting.
Awaiting command.
Ooh, right, because it's the key. It's not a real, or it's not a regular Praetor.
Forces.
So the IST is the clear target,
Interceptor here.
or yeah, Atrocitus. Yeah, IST, not Tector.
I've got her on the laser cannon. Captain here.
That's sad.
Firing turbo releases. Yes, Commander.
I did send in the. I thought it was an Enforcers. They're not going to retreat anyways.
Weapons ready.
That was my bad.
I've got him. Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Well, what do they got for that? Hopefully they'll go for the raid fleet with the HV gun.
Weapons ready, sir.
Go after the stragglers.
Heavy cruiser standing by.
Should have tried to move it on top, but I didn't realize until the last HV gun shot that it was happening. Now it already took too much damage. I mean, now it definitely did, but by the time I noticed, it took too much damage.
Enemies in range. I can't switch position.
Luckily, this fleet will just need to go on defense for the next little while, so...
Taking fire. Commander, they're hitting us. Where did
Try to get farther in there.
gun them down?
'Cause this is a capital shipyard for Zinj as well.
Eliminating target. Awaiting your command. Nowhere to run.
We will have to kill the raid fleet. Because they obviously can't retreat.
Cruiser ready. Fire for effect. Falling out of formation.
Thank you, King in Yellow, for subscribing, saying, a sub is never late, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Draw their fire.
Heavy cruiser standing by.
Ready for battle.
That just reminds me I want to play Medieval Total War with one of the many Lord of the Rings mods.
Getting a lock.
The last attempt at Total War on the channel ended very poorly. But it's almost time to try again.
Attack formation. I got him. I'm on them. Target locked.
He plans to include the Disciples of Ragnos, just started playing through Academy again. They'd be a group that is a potential for inclusion through legitimacy in some way.
Enemies in range. I got one.
But they're like that's more character art that needs to be done, so
Eliminating target. Closing
I don't know that anyone from them would be incredibly soon.
coming around. I've got them in my sights. Locking on.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Under control. Enemies in range. Getting a lock. Target locked. Intercept.
Okay.
Cruiser standing by.
Go after the stragglers. Initiating attack. Eliminating target. Form up. Awaiting orders. Copy. Changing course to intercept.
Didn't go
Captain here.
Skippery reporting. He's coming around.
through there. Kobe's asking, will there be a legitimacy style reward mechanic for IR? Do you mean Imperial Reign or the Imperial Remnant?
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
I have the target. I'm on site. Stay in formation.
Alright, let's make sure we just kill the shipyard first. Owl runners over there. Don't really have the bombers to go back to the other fleet, but we can send some of these smaller ships over.
Another attack.
Imperial Reign? No, really. The closer thing to legitimacy in Imperial Reign would be more on the rebel side, with how integration of different groups work there.
Locking on. Advancing.
Like, as far as the Empire is concerned, the Empire is the Empire.
Advancing on target. Interceptor squad.
So they'd be more likely to get the command staff.
Yes, sir. All fighters attack. Coming around.
I mean, both factions will probably end up getting command staff. It's just the
I got fighters on me. Get over here.
logistics will be different. What did that hit? Did that hit a enforcer?
Dreadnought cruiser ready. All guns fire.
Taking fire.
I think we lost an enforcer on that. Okay, we need to go kill that precursor then.
Heavy cruiser standing by. Firing turbo releasers.
I copy. Nowhere to run.
Precursor and maybe the strike cruiser first, actually.
Captain here. Fire for
You guys, by the time you get there, it'll be the precursor. Turn around.
Attack. I've got them in my sights.
Strike cruiser is more damage threat, technically, considering like how much we can kill at once.
Target at maximum firepower.
damage per investment. I don't know.
Detected.
Sir, interceptor field engaged.
Taking
Target
fire.
those lasers.
Returning to your position.
Directing weapons at their
He's
laser.
headed your direction.
Falling out of formation.
Kill those spinal mounts.
Narrowing position.
Direct fire with their laser cannon.
Let's go has not been finished. Not yet. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Zinj. That's all I ask, is you win things for me. Atrocitus, Starry-Eyed, and Tauntaun went down for that. Cisco is close, I think. He's not finished.
There they are. Blast them.
I don't know how big this stack is beyond what they have here, so let's see if we can math some of this out. That's 110, 126, 164, 194. Okay, they definitely don't have anything in reserve. This is what it is.
Reinforcements on. Yes, sir. Move order acknowledged.
We're moving out. Helm, move us
Position. Heading for coordinates.
Maneuvering.
moving to sector.
We won't be able to win this necessarily,
Carrick en route. Understood. Moving to sector.
but we have a lot of fighters, we have a lot of bombers.
Fire.
We should be able to stay in a group
TIE squad.
and start picking away at some of this stuff.
Orders, sir.
Ready for orders.
Destroyer here.
Ready for command, sir. Attacking the lasers. Commencing.
Yeah, especially if some of it just goes back to protect the
Copy.
crater.
What are your orders? Carrick en route.
Here, I'm just, even the fighters I'm going to tell to attack the IST.
Ready to receive orders. Those laser banks are the primary target.
Orders, sir. Draw their fire. Attack formation.
Carrick commander here. Understood.
Go after the stragglers.
Comlink active.
Regroup for another attack.
This is a 2,
Roger that.
a 1.
They're coming in quick. Ready for command, sir.
Here, if we go to this one, it's probably going to be a little bit easier. A little bit more separate.
Squadron standing by. Attack that target.
I copy.
Reporting. Moving to sector.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
All right, here we go.
Reporting. Captain on deck.
Okay, now don't go any closer.
Orders. Copy. I copy. Bomber targeting.
What are your orders?
Reporting.
Star Destroyer standing by. What's your orders? Gun crew
Commander, they're hitting us.
Weapons online. Yes, sir. Sir,
This is Captain. Holding
Where'd he
fire.
go?
Okay, you go for that octuple.
Heavy victory.
You go for that octuple. You go for that.
Star Destroyer.
You
The lasers
on there,
yes, Commander. Target
there,
those
there,
laser banks are the primary target.
there.
Ready.
You guys are still close over here.
Target the lasers.
So let's
Those
see
laser
if we
banks are the
can
primary target.
keep them together.
The lasers. Those laser banks are the primary target.
Yes, Commander.
I'm losing.
I've got him.
Our target
We
priority.
are ready and waiting. Destroy them.
Captain on deck.
Now stay back.
Falling out of formation.
Carrick commander here.
You guys got to go back a little bit more.
Reporting.
Ready.
Directing weapons at their lasers.
Let's get all of our fighters and bombers over to the last ISD.
Attacking target.
Escort carrier standing by.
We're on the move.
Back
What's
around.
your
There we go.
Warm up. Fire at will.
Oh, they're coming for the Praetor.
Heading for attack position. Attack.
Awaiting orders. This is the captain.
Awaiting orders. Copy. Attack.
See if we can stop any of that.
Awaiting your orders.
That ISD isn't coming.
Standing by.
Standing by. Bomber squad reporting.
Without the Secutor in a position to actually tank right now, the more runs we can get beforehand, the better.
I'm losing.
Awaiting your command.
I'm on them.
Heavy victories.
Attack formation. Go after the stragglers.
Star cruiser here.
Regroup for another
The
attack.
lasers are on
Cruiser
target.
standing by.
Your command, sir.
Your orders.
What's your orders?
Right. Get in.
Stay in formation.
You on those ones. You on those ones. And power to weapons now from both of you.
Firepower. Gun crews fire at will.
Ready for orders.
Quick.
Fire. Get behind at the ready.
Come on, let me craft.
Alright.
Locking on.
Destroy those lasers. Open fire on those laser cannons.
That ISD go... No, it's still up there.
Target the lasers. Waiting order. Enemies incoming. Attack.
We do need to kill this VSD, because that will be a lot of damage.
Enemies in range.
You guys...
Laser cannons.
We gotta use our victory twos better.
Attacking.
Reporting in.
We're actually starting to get some shields back on stuff that's on the ISD at least, or the detector. Not really an ISD.
Our target priority is the laser cannons. Loose missiles.
And there.
What are your orders? Come about.
Can I pull that Ven back?
Reporting. Open fire on those laser cannons.
There we go.
Character.
Now you guys
Charge.
take another chunk of weapons together. I'm just gonna tell these two auto attack. I won't micro them right now.
Attack.
Reporting in.
Form up. The lasers are our target.
Hellions' pride needs to stay intact.
Sir, Comlink active. I've got it.
Destroyer here. Captain on deck.
And I think it actually will. There we go. We've got pretty much all the turbo lasers down. Fighters and bombers go for the ISD. It's just a 1, and it's pretty much in fine shape. Alright. Rendar's Revenge, you can finish off the Praetor.
Standing by.
Get that powder weapons in there, which should keep the Secutor alive now.
Heavy victories. Standing by. Captain on
There we go.
loose missiles.
Now clean up that,
What's your orders? Attack. Copy.
Copy that. Form up. Hit the ion cannon banks.
Reporting.
and get those engines.
On the engines.
Probably save after this battle. Alright, actually I'm gonna reload from the start. We didn't kill that Star Galleon. That's not good.
System conquered.
Like, that's gonna set the war effort way too far back. I need to scum that one. But they just took this from the Empire, I think, not from the Hapans. This is the place that that Isard was hanging around before we killed her. And if we're over Contruum, well, we're gonna be back over Contruum in a minute. I just want to make sure we don't die from the blockade attrition. Yeah, Isard was over the northwestern mist, but that's where we just were. We went from the southern one to the northwest. It's just the northeastern one that we don't have. That's still in the Hapan hands. Fly away.
Mauler ready.
And we'll come just straight back in. Alright, we have some credits now, so we can get these properly built up.
Constructing. Constructing.
And let's check on some of these planets as well. We have a little bit of money. What? You can build us a new friend named Barricade. How is Cisco doing? Cisco is at 87%. Jameis, you're going to build a friend for Cisco. New Jersey is going to be Cisco's friend. And what do we have at Charubah?
Construction complete.
I'm curious, but also a little scared.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, A Praetor. Again, don't think it's 2 or else the stack would be bigger. But I'm pretty confident they'll have an ion or a hypervelocity gun here. No, it's 2 Praetors. Never mind, I'm a liar. But I think it's just 2 Praetors. Stack size is based on the number of ships, so makes more sense.
Yes, sir. Confirmed.
And look at this. I told you guys this would be a problem. I shouldn't have let it go. What? Okay, we're fine. Fine. We can do this. I mean, there is a chance that it's 3. We wouldn't be able to see that, and then it's an ion can't, yeah. Or a hypervelocity gun, which we can't hold up against 3. It's gonna be safe. If we scout it out, then we'll come in full vision, or we'll send in Cisco. That could be a good initial test for Cisco. Send the Vengeance in, Illuminati confirmed. That's the name of the ship in the playthrough. Not just saying that. What do we got? This is all you're sending? After what happened last time? Master CSA, you disappoint me.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Ready to go. Yes, Commander. Destination set.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. Gonna do repairs on there.
Moving out. Advancing.
Brigade standing by.
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Roger.
Awaiting orders. Ready, sir. Always ready, sir. Scouting. On the way.
And send one of you out there. One of you out that way. Some vision.
The enemy has been spotted.
Can't actually get that full. So I'm gonna have to give up the sensor. Uh-oh. That could be a problem.
Awaiting orders.
Armor ready. Rolling out. Reporting in. On my way. Roger that. Scanning area. AT-AT ready. Just give me a target.
Alright. I'm gonna put the other stuff around there.
I copy.
Form up.
Ooh, over here.
Reporting in. Proceeding to target.
Now stop.
Affirmative. Move into position.
That might actually be enough. No, they're not. It's not enough. Yeah, with AV guns, it definitely wouldn't be enough. Maybe it is. With more AV guns. We don't have the money. There's one turbo down.
Transfer coordinates. Reporting. Scouting area.
Becomes another air attack. I think they actually got this. Bob will be so proud. Can you please shoot the other stuff?
Yes, sir. Right away. Ready.
Our base is under attack.
If they come in from the other side, then we got nothing.
Yes, Commander.
Nothing we can do. We lost some of the turrets at the front in the prior battle. Yeah, I think they're in. Well, I know they're in. It'll be close, either way. There were two missing here, and those were kind of the primary ones. Instantly. I thought they had me.
On my way. Scanning area. Yes, Commander.
Don't stand where they can see you.
Ready. Let's go.
Or they think they can hit you.
Orders received. Affirmative.
Oh god. This is probably it. No! Get up there! I don't know if we get any more of those guys. Oh, it's over. They got it. Now time for them to revolt. Oh, we nearly killed all of them. All cray. All cray? All cray. The CSA has outlived their usefulness. Okay, we did want to go take Contruum. Did they just take Liana as well? The New Republic just took Liana.
AT-AT ready.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Yeah, if you are over 6 influence, you drop a revolt or an unrest stack per week. Fire's taking Typhera back.
Invasion commencing.
New Republic, do what I want you to. Take DeSevro. Take DeSevro. I want to fight you up here, not them. With Cisco, we can probably pop a few Lucre Hulks in there. Make it easier for the New Republic to get in there.
Reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates, Commander.
You guys get up there,
Reinforcements en route.
and we'll get the crawlers,
Standing
heavier
by.
stuff. Now, you just support from here.
Reporting.
Lancet standing by. Aerial artillery reporting.
Enemy unit sighted.
Engines activated.
Get ourselves an abandoned factory.
Battalion standing by.
Guys, stay there.
Order.
Only one of you needs to go up to capture that. The rest head over here.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Specifically, you should actually go with that.
Squad, advance.
Ready for orders.
Ready. Yes, sir. Move out.
I will spend some of our upcoming money on
Mauler ready. I've got them on scopes.
scouting.
To receive orders.
Reporting in. Spread out, men. Time Mauler, copy.
They have a ton of ATAPs, is what we know.
Ready.
I have the target in sight.
Reinforcements. Heavy vehicle factory destroyed.
Moving out. Advance.
Right, that get us ATPTs? Sure, that's fine too.
Destroyed.
Yes, sir. Targeting.
Awaiting orders. Target confirmed. Activating.
Can you hit them?
Commencing attack. Ready to go. Enemy sighted. Coordinates. Copy. Advance. There they are.
Okay, we know they had 4 of those.
Enemy spotted.
I think it was 5 units total with an A9 and 4 of these.
Roger that. There they are. Always ready, sir. I copy. Blast them. All right, men. Load your weapons.
Okay, don't go too far up. Let them come to us if they really want to. We'll get ready for a pass after that.
Artillery online.
Drop.
Beginning.
Can you shoot through there? Yes.
Form up.
Like, we have the artillery support, so we can probably get through with infantry.
Avoiding fire. Awaiting orders.
Bombing running out.
Attack.
Standing by. Receiving orders.
Copy. Initiate.
Right. Now back off.
My copy.
And we're gonna get that victory point.
Attack that target. We'll back you up.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice try bombing run.
Targeting. Yes, Commander.
Did we lose the other nemesis? We did.
Sir, ready. Attacking target.
Get up there.
Yes, sir. Providing backup. Ready to go.
Possible to have unlimited units while defending on ground. It's not impossible. You can get like a bunch of field bases and barracks, but like the only way you can have unlimited anything is like one or two simultaneous squads of infantry. So like it's possible, but it's basically not enough to have like it's not possible to have unlimited really big forces or anything like that.
Reporting. Reporting in. Scouting. On my way.
Now we're gonna get the field base out of this. Oh wait, no, the Nemesis is alive. I just sent it farther back.
Squadron moving out. Ready for orders.
It's fine.
Proceeding. Heading for attack position. Attack that target. Command received. Fire at will.
The Nemesis, I believe, is Force Unleashed
Heading out.
originally.
Form up. Scanning area.
At the ready.
Form up.
Ready to receive orders.
Okay, you can just hang back now. And this is the last of Zinj's planets outside of Dathomir and Salagas. Salagas barely counts. It's space only, so he's not going to be able to produce his way out of that. I don't think he even has enough money, even though it is Contruum, to really build much on Dathomir even.
Let's go. Keep going.
You can heal flying units. I haven't built anything this match because we only have 118 credits still. But I figured we'd be able to do this.
Over there. Engines activated. Receiving orders. As you wish.
Reinforcement point contested.
There it is. Lost Telos, got Contruum. Lost us 2 units. Not the worst. Gonna do another save there just to be safe. But actually, no, we can go. No, we're at 45 minutes on that, so I should probably end the episode here. So for those of you watching on Twitch, we're gonna keep going for quite a few more episodes. For those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.